Greetings everybody, welcome back to another episode of Serious Adventures in SeriousPack. Don't mind me, just killing, ouch, apparently myself, just killing some fairies, my sheep, because the lag. And with this awesome new bow, no problem. Oh, this is so fast. Did I kill this? There we go. Very nice. Someone told me to put, where is it? Unbreaking on this, because it actually lowers the IF per use, which is quite amazing. So that helped out a lot, thanks a lot. Unfortunately, I can't comment on that person's comment, or like reply to their comment, because YouTube is still being a derp, and sometimes there are people I just can't reply, and I don't know why. And it's pretty frustrating, because I do like to reply people, but I can't. So don't take it personal, it just doesn't work. Sometimes I comment on your YouTube page then, just to let you know, but yeah, I don't know. If you guys know how to fix that, how people can enable their comment system, that would be quite useful to know. What do we get here? Ooh, another safari net, huh? Might have to check that out later. But I upgraded these machines here. Before we had the liquid crafter to make our blends, like the signalium and the, what is it called? Aluminum blend for the lights we have, the lamps over there. But the problem with the liquid crafter is you have to like send a redstone signal to the machine every time you want to craft something. Like for every craft you have to like send one pulse. So I had like a lever here and I just stand here and click, 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 click. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. So instead what we have now, I added the cyclic assemblers, which are pretty cool. They can also craft with liquid, so that's very useful. And actually I can disable all of this again. I just had this enabled temporarily, and this needs to be on. Whoop, fill up. And yeah, this is pretty cool because they are a lot faster. I don't know if I have any dust right now, so I could trigger this again. I do not. Oh well, we have to try it later. But yeah, basically those things are quite fast, and they only require 20 IF per tick, so it's not terrible. And it helps out a lot because I do need tons of lamps still. I finished up the walls, sort of, so I'm actually gonna put in the floor very soon. Most likely just cobblestone for now, and we can just replace it over time. But what I've been working on at the moment, and this is gonna take me a while, is I want to upgrade my jetpack. I want to get the tier 5 Dark Solarium jetpack, because now we can actually get this. Now that we upgraded. So this is gonna take me quite a while. I have to go out, hunt a bat, and craft all kinds of things. There's also the flux infused one. This one is the one that uses thermal expansion stuff. I'm not sure if it's any cheaper to make or easier to make. It still looks really complicated. Yeah, you need like all the different machines from thermal expansion, so I don't know. I made the NIO one, this one, the Vibrant one, so I have to stick with this, I guess. And it looks cooler. It's dark. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, just been trying to craft some things here. Need a lot of different materials, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead, make this all, and I'll see you guys once this is all done. Alright, half an hour later and lots of diamonds later, I think we can finally assemble our jetpack. My god, does this thing take a while to craft. I'm pretty low on diamonds now. I have 24 left, so I'm gonna have to go mine again, but that's alright. It's gonna be worth it. Especially the solarium though, it's really expensive. Enriched solarium, because it needs one of these pulsating crystal each, and those are each 1 diamond, and I needed probably like 14 or something of that, so it's not super cheap. Got all of this. Finding the bats was pretty easy, luckily, so that wasn't a problem. I thought this might take longer, but there it is. Oh, it keeps your enchantments too. It has the protection 5 on it already. Oh, very cool, very cool. And here we go. There it is, 50 million IF. We don't even have that much power. So I'll probably have to upgrade my capacitor bank down here as well. We just use the normal ones at the moment. So I can only store 10 million. Yeah, so not so good. I'm probably gonna make the vibrant ones, which store 25 million each. But yeah, should be good. Pretty awesome. Let's quickly double check our enchantments. I wonder if adding unbreaking to this also lowers the energy usage. So that's 400 RF per tick. Let us put this in here. Oh, wait, what? I cannot enchant this? Do I have to remove the enchantments? Oh no. Really? Ah, I thought I could enchant this as well. Why does that not work? So I should have enchanted it first then. It's possible that it needs to be at 100% fuel, like RF. Otherwise, that's kind of weird. One thing we could do is use this one maybe and combine the books in an anvil. Maybe that works. Max enchant level 42. I wonder if it needs a high enchanting level or something. I'm gonna let this charge up and see what happens. Yeah, so even if it's full, it doesn't seem to work. Oh man, that is unfortunate. This still works, yeah. Huh, okay, so let's try the End IO enchanting system. Man, if I had known that, I would have enchanted my chestplate first until before I like you know, combine them. But strange. I'm gonna try 2 enchantments here. I'm gonna try unbreaking first. If that doesn't work, then I don't know. I probably won't try it, but I kind of want to put on soulbound so that when we die, that we don't lose it. Would this work? No, it doesn't. But the question, I don't know if like this is a legit enchantment for this, so it's possible that it doesn't show it because of. Oh wait, when I do this, it just renames it. You know, because of it doesn't work on this type of armor. I could try soulbound, but it does require another Enderman. So maybe I'll go try this out real quick too. Alright, I got an Enderman. I think we need 26 levels or something. So I still need a couple of more levels. But we also need to combine this. We need the Vibrant Crystal and the Enderman. And this will make the Ender Core. I don't even know. Something. It's called something. In the meantime, let's gather some levels here real quick. I think it was 26. This should be done. Ender Crystal, that's what it's called. Okay. And combining this with a book in there should give us Soulbound 1. So let's try this out. Book, Crystal, Soulbound. Okay. Can we add this to our chest piece? Ah, yes we can. Okay, good. So protection is not a legit enchantment for this chest piece, but at least we have Soulbound. That's really what I want. 9 levels. Okay, we can do this. There we go. 9 levels. Oops, that's unbreaking. There you go. Awesome. At least we have this going. So then once we die, we still have it. So there's no way to lose this at the moment. I think. Hopefully. But yeah, pretty cool. So now let's go give it a try. Ooh. Look at this 3D jetpack. I need to enchant my other set of armor as well, so that I'm glowing everywhere. This one has charger. If you look in the top left corner, it has like a charger thing. I don't know if I can disable this somehow. But I think it charges your tools, which is pretty awesome. So we might get rid of this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright, it's maybe hover mode. Let's run off our launcher. Whee! Oh man, this is fast. This is so fast. Whoa, okay. Not always, right? So if I just like jump off, it's not as fast. Okay. Wow. That was crazy. I'm not sure why it was that fast. Is it because I sprinted when I jumped up? Oh, that wasn't. That was a jittery sprint. Or was it because I was jittering again? They'll never fix this. There you go. Oh yeah, look at that. That is crazy. It is so fast. Chunks don't even load. Pretty awesome. So this is gonna help us out quite a bit. Hopefully this lasts long as well. I'm not sure. This is insane. Can you like sprint in midair? No, you can't. seems to drain really quickly though, unfortunately. Okay, I'm charging right now because I'm like near my charger. But yeah, it seems to drain really quickly. 400 AF. What about the one we had before? Oh, 200 AF. Okay, so it was actually less. But it does store 5 times as much energy. So it should last longer. And that's only in hover mode. I think when you go into non-hover mode, you just, you know, consume less energy as well. So very cool armor indeed. That was worth it. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since the last time I recorded, since the last clip you saw. It's been a couple of days in between. Didn't have a lot of time playing and didn't feel like playing. Wasn't in the best mood. Still not, but I do need to make some progress here, so I just decided to do a little bit more. Iltanen is working a lot. He has crazy things going on. I started working on the floor inside here. Just temporarily for now. This is just, you know, I'll just use this block because that's the one we used last time in the base. And I don't know, it's just easy to make. It's not that expensive, so I just try to fill some floors with this. So this is going to be the entrance hall, obviously. And something, or somewhere here in the middle, this is the center, if I didn't mark this wrong, it's going to be sort of like a hologram or something from like a Minecraft planet. I have to look into that. Gonna use open computers for that, but that's for later. One thing I want to work on though is the elevator system, and I think I'm gonna just place it down here at the back. The problem is that I'm using uneven numbers here. I mean even numbers, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky to do because I actually only need one block wide you know, space to do this. So I don't know. I was thinking about the design where like you have one side to go up and one side to go down. That would work as well. But that's kind of unnecessary. I can put both into one thing. Actually, because like if someone is downstairs and you want to go down and someone wants to go up, that wouldn't work if it's just one lane. So having a second one might actually not be bad. And like I mentioned before, I think we're gonna use the minecart system here, Raycraft. So I'm gonna use some elevator tracks to get up. And I guess I could have one unpowered track constantly going just down, and then have one to go up to the different floors that needs to be powered at certain heights. So maybe we'll do that. But this is more of like a concept system, I guess. Just trying out a few things, see how it will work, all that kind of stuff, and it's stuck. So I made a bunch of different tracks. We have like some locking, disembarking, which kicks you out of the minecart, embarking, which sucks you into a minecart, reinforced boosters, all kinds of goodies here. But I do need to make some Ender.io minecart tracks. Ender.io has these Ender rails, and they can teleport minecarts, and I want to use that to just keep the system a little bit more clean. To use them though, you need to make dimensional transceiver, which are kind of like the tesseracts for Ender.io, but they're kind of expensive now. They used to be cheaper, but they are a lot more expensive. First of all, you need these Ender resonators, which I'm making right now, and you also need some Ender crystal and some other things. So I've been like making this. Luckily, it's not too expensive when we have the mob farm downstairs, so it should be okay. I have a couple of these. I'm gonna need a bunch, but just for now, for testing things out, we're gonna make 3. That should be plenty. And I also need some of this. Turn this into the nuggets and get 2 emeralds. I really need to go mine. So low on resources. Let's do this. There we go. 2. Oh wait, one more. I was like, I have 3 heads. Okay, so I should do it. And then we need a little bit of electrical steel and fuse glass. Hopefully I have more. I do have electrical steel. I don't know if I have fuse. No, there's some. Let's see if this is enough. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, we need to make this first. So we need a soul of an Enderman inside the soul binder. I did go downstairs to grab a couple. We have 3 in the vial here, so we're just gonna dump this in. And let's just grab some berries here. My chest is getting full, which is kind of a problem, because when that system locks up, then all my other ores wouldn't get transferred. So it's kind of a problem that we have to deal with eventually. I'm not sure. I might just upgrade the barrels. Or maybe I'll swap them out for deep storage units. In our pack, luckily, they're quite cheap to make. Just like the default recipe. So I might just do this. Oh, but this is going. There's one of them. And we do get the vials back. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and get another one. Is this fine? Yeah. Oops. Because I need at least... I need a couple of Endermans still. Because I also need to make these Ender rails, which also require an Enderman. So maybe we should do that while this is cooking, although I do need my last bottle here. There we go. And I'm sorry if I sound a little bit down or anything like that. I hope it's not too bad, but just, you know, one of those days, I guess. Alright. Oh, we have another heart in here, so we could make another one, but I'm actually kind of low on diamonds, so I think... Oh crap, that was a wither skeleton, I believe. I need you, and I need... It's so hard to grab them. Are you guys dying? How sad. Next update, they're gonna be gone. By the way, in between last clip and this clip, there's been an update as well. Mostly updates, like mods updated. But we also have a couple of new things in here. Or at least one mod, which is, when I go upstairs here real quick, just to show you, this guy. Look at this suspicious flamingo. Suspicious. This guy is from that's the mod name. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's just like a test dummy, so you can test your damage on it, which is pretty cool. So we can actually see the bow is quite strong, and I tried to see if like charging it completely would deal more damage, but it doesn't. Just like doing the normal charge does when you press V on it, which consumes more energy. So that's kind of cool. Just a little bit to try out, and I love how they wiggle. Yeah, anyway. Alright, so I made the trans receivers. I have 3 so far, so it should be okay for now. I'm gonna put one I'm gonna put one right here for now. So they do need power to do anything at all, even if you just want to use them for the rails. And the way the rails work, you have to place them on top of a dimensional transceiver, and then in the transceiver you set where they go. So that's kind of how it works. But for now, we're just gonna set up power here. Let's do power. This is private. And then rail, we don't need anything. Oops. Now the question is, yeah, we still need to set it to send power. So this is how we get the power over to our transceiver that will just handle the cards, or the tracks rather. And let's see, well, I think I'm gonna have like a little bit of a basement where I'm gonna place some of these things. For example, we have this gigantic window here too, so I would actually have to like cut this off somehow. But what I could do instead is have a staircase going down here, so you can actually see the staircase in here. So, and that will go down to like a maintenance room, I assume. But yeah, so thinking about this, if I want to make the lines go up here, I think that should work. We only have like 1 block to work with behind here. And I do need to place some cable behind there for sure. But that should be okay. I think I only need 1 cable there. I don't think I need a ton of cable. So, or should we do this in front of it? Alright, so I decided to actually move it to the front a little bit and have like a custom pillar here. That way we get a little bit more room here to play with, and I don't think we need to think going down, so it's gonna be a little bit offset. It's gonna be like this, but I think that's fine because we could put something else here. We could put like monitors here that show which floor you're on or something like that. I don't know yet. Maybe just put more elevator tracks here to have some symmetry, but I think this is all we need for the launch station and for the arrival station. So each floor has the same setup here. I think I have to double check this, but so essentially we have these trans receivers here now, and I did connect it to our site this here. No, there you go. NEI, go away. We set this to our main power here just to receive, so we have energy. I don't even know if this consumes upkeep 10 RF per tick. Okay. And then I set it up under the trail, the rail card thing here. I set up the different destinations we're gonna have, or at least a couple of them. So the basement is gonna be the launch system for our mine cards. This is where they come from to send us, you know, wherever we need to. And then these are the different floors. So the one at the bottom right now is this guy here, and you can see it says it receives at floor 01, which means if we ever send a card through any dimensional transceiver and that's set to send to floor 1, so like this for example, then the minecart will show up here, and actually we need to do this, send it to the basement. So when it comes back and it touches this, it should go to the basement, and I just have it set up over here rather than actually moving it down, just so it's a little bit easier for me to test. So we do have the second one over here, and this one is the basement one, and this one sends to everything else. And now the way this is gonna work, at least in my, that's how I plan it. If you have like multiple things in here, it tries to send to the first one it can, and we can do this by, instead of having them always active, we just set them to active with signal. So right now this one is deactivated. So if I would send a minecart now, and let's say the floor 2 one was active, the minecart would go up there. So we're gonna have some buttons on this side on each floor that will determine which floor you want to go to. So like you have a button for floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, that was difficult to say, and so on. And then obviously on floor 2 you have floor 1, 3, and 4, etc. And then once you press this button, it will power these rails. You can see I have some different conduits coming out here. One is colored brown, one is colored green. Obviously it's not going to be right here, but it's going to be like second floor, third floor, and so on. I just didn't have enough conduits to actually do this here. So I'm just setting this up all at the bottom. It's just like a test setup to see if these components actually work. And then, you know, we have like a button here that selects floor 2, which would be the green color. So if we would press this, actually this is set to brown. Oops. Let's set this to green for now. It shouldn't send out a card. So if I would flip this lever, and we need to make sure this is a strong signal, so it actually powers the block, you can see the signal only goes to here, which is good because the floor is going to be on this side, like so. If I place some cards here, we can actually test this in a bit. I can probably do that right now. So if you hop in, you know, you go up and then just like that. Obviously you wouldn't fall down, but you would land on the floor. And then if we wanted the next station, it would select brown. So there's like a second button here where the output is set to brown, and it would power the top one, so the minecart goes up higher. And we can keep the signal active using a couple of things from Project Red, and the one we want is a state cell, which we have to make soon. It's a little bit more complicated to make. It needs this silicone, which needs this, which needs this, and this, and this, and it's just few more steps to get it. Not expensive or anything, just takes a little bit of effort. And that way, that thing it kind of keeps up a redstone signal for a certain amount of time. So we can press a button, and even if the button, retracts again, the signal will still stay there and keep those rails powered. And we can use the same signal to power these transceivers. So we can say, if we say floor 2, if we press any button on this floor, it will power this guy. So there's going to be like a second line here that powers this transceiver, and everything else will be off. So this way our basement thing, when it sends out the card, it knows, oh, this one is powered, so send up the card here. If we are on the second floor and we have the same control panel here, and we press any floor, doesn't matter which one, it will also power the transceiver that's on this level rather than any of the other ones. So the minecart comes up here. So that way we can control where to send the minecarts to. In theory, I haven't really tested this yet. The thing here is the card dispenser. So this one actually spits out the minecarts in front of it. You can see this little face here. That's where it outputs them. There's no face on any other side. You can use your crowbar to change them. And then we have a locking track here, which we don't actually need. I could probably just place a booster here, to be honest. The reason why I had a locking track here is because I want to set up a system where when the minecart comes back, and actually we need to flip this around so that it goes this way. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's easier to just go this way when it like comes back, and then we're gonna have a second card dispenser, because if you have let's turn this off for a second. If you have a minecart in front of a card dispenser, and I'm going to take out some, and you send a signal to the card dispenser, it picks up the minecart rather than deploying one, which is pretty useful. So that way we can pick them up again. But yeah, that's for later. We don't need this right now. I think the block just despawned. So this is set to brown right now. So let's also set this to brown again, just to give this a shot. This doesn't actually go anywhere rather than to this point there. And so what happens now, if I flip the lever, it's gonna activate the card dispenser. It spits out the minecart, sends it down our ender rail, which right now is only connected to this guy. It teleports the card here, and it goes over this embarking track. And if we hit this with our crowbar, we can actually set the radius. So I'm gonna set this to radius 5. Stupid fairies. So hopefully then, if we stand here on our control panel, it will pick us up. So let's give this a try. If I flip this. Oh, the minecart didn't teleport. Oh, because I set the where's my crowbar? Transceiver to something else rather than always active. So let's do always active for now. And try this again. It didn't teleport us. I wonder if it's because there was a fairy nearby. Or maybe we were too far away. I don't know what... I mean, radius 5, I assume that's 5 blocks, right? And we are well in that range. Maybe it has trouble detecting which one to pick up. Let's try it one more time, maybe. So we're gonna stay here. That's 3 blocks away. Huh. Oh! It doesn't actually have a signal. That's probably why. Let's try this again. Power it off. So now, well, let's try it here. This is 3 blocks away still. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it picks us up and it sends us up. Very cool. So obviously, like I said, this is not going anywhere at the moment. So let's try the range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I stand over here. Yeah, it still picks us up. Okay, very cool. So we can adjust that if we need to, but that should be pretty good. But yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be. So we need a second line, probably below here, that, you know, whenever we press any button, dang it, I keep doing that. Whenever we press any button, it sends the signal to this guy for a few seconds, so it turns it on, and at the same time it sends a signal to the basement, rather than using this pipe, because right now we use different colors, so we can't actually use that. We need to trigger this for any color, not just for, you know, one of them. So it's gonna be like 2 different lines here going around. But other than that, it should work. And then, you know, if you want to go downstairs, let's say we're on floor 2 and we pull a lever that's below us, the track will be unpowered. And then when we send out the cart, we will just go downstairs. And let's see, another thing is, since we have this set to basement, I want to try, let's deactivate this so we don't get teleported. If we send the cart this way now, it doesn't actually go over there because receive basement. That's what we have to activate. I think now it should go over there. Yeah, it goes over there. And you can see, because the track, the arrow here is pointing this way, the card when it comes goes this way and not this way. So then we can just have a second card dispenser here and like a card detector and say, if there's an empty card, pick it up and just send it back into this guy to refill it. And that should work just fine. And the cool thing is, before I had like thought about, you know, using these disembarking tracks so that when we come downstairs, it will pick us up and, I mean, it will kick us out. And can I test this? And then send a minecart. But I just saw that when you run over a ender rail, it can't actually transport yourself, so it will always kick out any entity that's in there. So that's pretty cool. So we save a lot of space. So these 3 rails should be everything we need, I think. And I didn't move this closer to here because I kind of like this more rather than having this diagonal here. So, but yeah, this is a really long episode already, probably. I hope I can cut this down and make this a little bit shorter. And this is definitely going to be a 2-part thing. So next time I will try to make these state cells and probably set up a little bit more on here so we can actually try this for sure and not just in, you know, Siri, and see if this all works out. So hope you guys enjoyed anyway. I know it's, you know, a little bit, maybe a little bit more boring. I don't know if that's the right word. Mellow maybe, but I don't want to let you guys wait too long on episodes either. I'm still working on stuff, so, you know, this episode is kind of like, hey, I'm still doing stuff, don't worry about it. It's just you know, just not the right, wasn't the right time to record anything at the moment. So hope you guys understand. I'll try to get the second part out soon as well, and should be cool. I think this is nice. I mean, we could use the normal elevators we use everywhere, the open block ones, but I think this is a lot more fun to do than, you know, using just the easy ways. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're still watching, I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.